That's a pretty cool shader. This guy did a great job. MSM01, very cool. Okay, I think I oh my god, I think I may have a new source of cool shaders. Let's go. Well, uh, time for another day of reckoning. The time has come to do the physics changes. Hot. I say, as I have this on my screen. All right. So yeah. Okay, another one. Uh, uh, so this is my oops. Really? Ah, just hold on. I didn't realize it required the package lock. Um, well, I mean, all of the package dependencies should be installed. I guess I'll wait. It's just removing files that are not used. I'll wait. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Yes, very good. Okay. Code. I worked on the Roblox DOM stuff extensively yesterday, all day after the stream. I did a bunch of stuff. 7:20 p.m. up to 8 p.m. I was working on this stuff. Rebasing, reviewing, thinking. I was trying chat GPT stuff. Didn't end up using it. I found a better way. The read array stuff was pretty cool. It has me curious why there isn't something in the standard library to read like this. So honestly, this doesn't actually need to be unsafe. But if this is unsafe, then you may as well do this unsafe. So interesting. I'm just gonna look at this. So like, it's like reading a fixed length array. Why isn't there an interface like this where it's like, you don't need the full power of const generics. You just need the like limited const generics that Rust comes with right now, and you can read arrays. Um, I'm actually gonna ask ChatGPT this can be done without. Oh, this is done. All right, try again. And by ChatGPT, I mean ask my own computer the question. Local AI. I have 2 GPUs. So now they're loaded up with memory. Go here, and then oh, I actually know how to do it. Rewrite this without unsafe. All you have to do is try into unwrap. Yeah. Buffer, but it's just that. Read array. Oh, I see. It's inventing a thing rather than a trait. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that. I think I'm actually going to do that. Because then it goes like, boop. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. So try into unwrap. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't I give that a gander? Cool changes. Very cool. So then instead of all of that going on, we can do like this. Let I guess we can say, yeah, read slice. Read slice and question mark semicolon array equals slice dot try into unwrap situation, and that's how you do it. Try into. It's not standard library. Where? You gotta grab this guy if you want to use it. What? All right, I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna just sit here all day. Fair. All right, all right, all right. Safe. Rust. Wow. So I think that this is like good, but then the other one is maybe also good. I'm not really sure. All right, we passed the tests. So let's check out this commit, and then do bench. Yes. And then just see. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. Quickly escape. Um, thinking walking tests. How boring. Oh yeah, I was like trying to make a contacts thing and it didn't really work out. Hmm. 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 Yes, very interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. Cool. It actually is faster, potentially. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done the Dom thing. RBX Dom. I'm just thinking about it. There's so much. I want to like focus on the Shave client until 2026, and then I'll like go, okay, I gave it a shot, made some progress. Now I can just like do my whatever I want to do, which may or may not be super productive. Model ID. You don't have the physics model ID? I guess not. Womp womp. Uh, well, let's see. Let's review some of the changes that previously do not collision test existing contacts. Oh gosh, that's right. It's actually pretty nutty change. I totally did not realize that I was not already doing this. I thought I was already doing this 2 years ago. So this is a great surprise that where's the thing? Collect, detect. Who is this? Collision end. Right. Okay. So this is going through the contacts. And then this. This is what I wasn't doing. Oh, can you not read that? Hold on. I can do better. Let me just type a command in to edit my desktop. There we go. DP2, DP3 position, zoink. And that's all good. Okay. There we go. That should be easier to read. Uh-oh. Is that a Firefox bug or is that a desktop bug? That is looking very buggy. All right, let's just get rid of that. All right. Come back, Firefox. I have a feeling that was a Firefox bug and not a desktop bug. Because, like, it's all working good now. Cool. Yeah, that is so much easier to read. Okay, so you can see the whole idea in one go here. So the code is like, oh, well, find objects within this box. Sample the entire game world within this box. Find all the stuff in there. And then you pass a function that it's supposed to call on everything it finds. So it's like, I found this, call your function. I found this, call your function. So this is like a closure, and then it's running this code for every single item. So what I thought I was doing already 2 years ago was checking to see if you're already touching something, because what this is trying to do is it's trying to find objects you're about to collide with. But if you're already colliding with it, you can just ignore it, return. And I thought I was already doing this. This is a kind of big optimization as well. Because like the predict collision is a somewhat expensive operation. So it was just kind of running all the time for things that were already known to be colliding. And I also had this like temporary code that I wrote 2 years ago, which required the internal time to always be increasing. You could never step 0 seconds. You had to step 1 nanosecond at least. But now that's totally removed. You can step 0 seconds and it's totally fine, and the game doesn't seem to crash. Which, fantastic. What's happening? Not a Git repository. Oh. Wait, what? What do you mean not a Git repository? Oh. Warning. Oh. I literally saw it install. There it is. It's installed. Okay, is it okay? It didn't conflict with the installed package. Oh god damn it. I'm gonna have to go. Okay. Ubuntu package search. Search. Nice. All right, 2204. Search. Great. Nice. Yes. Okay, is it freaking NVIDIA PPA package search? Personal package archives. I actually did not know what that stood for. All right. Package. Okay, I need to know what the files are in here. It might be an opt. I'm just gonna look first. What's in opt? NVIDIA, please. bin. No. Okay, I don't know. Okay, how do I do this? Apt sources NVIDIA. Yeah. So developer download CUDA repos there. Why don't I just click this link? All right. So now we can look for 11.8. CUDA. Is that what I installed? In CUDA NVCC. CUDA NVCC. This is the exact list that I wanted to find. CUDA NVCC 11-8. All right. That's not what I wanted. I want to know what files there are in. Okay, how about apt list files in package. L to list the files. Okay, let's try that. Thank you, AI. L CUDA 11 billion.8. Definitely gonna work. Oh, it actually worked. Okay. Where is this guy? There he is. Okay, so we need to like say, oh, this guy is right here, by the way. Do we need NVVM? Who knows? All right, I'm just gonna like link it. I just really have a hard time caring about this. So, all right, link symbolic name target. I always forget. And it doesn't say anymore. All right. There we go. Usage. This is what I want to see, and it just doesn't tell me. Okay, target link name. I need to look this up every single time. Okay, what am I doing? I'm trying to get Oven Media Engine, which is my multi-streaming software where I can stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'm trying to get it to work. It's a C++ project, which means it is a pain in the ass. Okay, so it said, I actually don't remember. Target link name, symbolic link, target, this guy. Okay, and then link name is user bin nvcc sudo go. Let's go. Okay. So what did it say? It was like, oh, you're cringe. Yeah, okay. So let's see if that works. I expect it is going to not work. All right. Go for it. I feel like you need like the environment and not just the one file that I linked with a symbolic link. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Okay. I was in the middle of explaining this. How did I like get distracted so hard? No, I explained the full thing. Amazing change. Very big up. Okay. Strafe. Are we like on the master branch? Yeah. Oh. Oh, I left it. Oh, okay. tools. Clarion. Let's go there. Let's go. How you doing? You are still going. Nice and smooth. It's not building on my computer. It's building on a different computer. It's a remote in. God, I can't see. I can't see. Why am I still sick? So annoying. Damn. I thought I could make that. Ah. This map has several problems. Which I was hoping that I would naturally resolve. Oh. Ladder bark? Alright. So namely, I think these cars, you can't touch them. Don't know why. Oh, yeah. It makes things hard. Yeah, I don't know why you can't touch the cars. Failed checking for NVCC. I literally just made it exist. Where? FFmpeg installation has failed. Where's the actual error? If you ever happen to want a link. What the hell is this? This is just like a red herring. It's literally red. Is this like FFmpeg configure? Were we about to install FFmpeg? Okay, we weren't installing FFmpeg. Okay, so this is like some other thing here. What is this? WebP? What? Why are we installing WebP? Okay, so it installed WebP and then it tried to start FFmpeg and it failed because it couldn't figure it out. All right, I'm just gonna remove this this link. So yeah. So either I need to put it in my path. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done. That's enough for today. No more trying to make the stupid C++ work. I'm just gonna enjoy my not crashing game, which definitely won't crash because I said that. If we look at the terminal, I'm going in and out of the start zone. In. Oh. It didn't crash. In, out. In the start zone, outside. Inside, outside. That 100% would have crashed it before yesterday's patch. Without the like 2-year-old fix that I had put in, or like, is it a fix? It's more like a workaround. The workaround ensures that time is always advancing forwards. Oh, so fast. It won't let you try to run an event with 0 time. Is there chat that I'm missing? Do I need to like refresh the page? I already did that. Everyone's just quiet. What can I do? I need to like look at the bugs and solve the complicated bugs. That's my job for the rest of the year, is to try to fix the complicated bugs that are like preventing me from making this cool game. Cool game. So like it looks like it works, but then imagine I'm going for a world record. I just do this. I just go like, oh, I'm just gonna clip through the map. So I just can't, this just can't happen. Those are the bugs I need to fix, is like clipping through the ground, falling through an object. I don't know why that just like stops you. Bruh. It happens so often. Not gonna work. Oh. I really want to like be going mega speed and then like surf off of this up to here without the water, because I need the swimming to make this map work 100% without having to fly. No clip. That would be good to add. It's kind of complicated to work into the physics. Anything is complicated to work into physics. Right. I was also imagining some sort of staged move state where it could be like not ready. It would be like, oh, you changed something. And then it would be not ready. And you'd have to like make it figure itself out. I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's a better way, even. Right now, it's just a ball of mutable state, where it's like, what is the move state? The move state is, are you in the air? Are you on the ground? Are you on a ladder? Is basically the move state. And it's a rather large source of bugs, which is why I created an issue asking myself to no, it's not supposed to happen. make tests for walking, where like just a test where like if you press W, do you walk forward? Yes. If you stop pressing W, do you stop walking forward? Yes. And just like really simple tests like that, where, but it would be like measuring the position exactly and seeing if I've introduced some subtle changes to the walk stuff, where like you walk slightly differently and then everything breaks. But like, oh my god, that sounds boring. Making unit tests for walking. Come on. I wonder if I would find a bug. That'd be crazy. Sometimes you can just find a bug by writing tests. Right. There was the bug that Aiden pointed out where watch this. Just a bug. Okay, so the bug is if you stop walking forward but you hit a wall while you're slowing down, you clip through the wall. Oh, I didn't do it. Look at that. Huh? Just bugged like that. Instantly bugged. Stop falling through the ground. Hip, hip, hip. Yeah, so that would be like one of the walk test cases. Would be like, oh, if you walk into a wall, do you walk into the wall? Yeah, ooh, oh! Oh! Go, quick! Uh-oh. Oh, ah! That's like the funnest part of the map. When you get all that speed, you can like keep it. It's super hard to keep the speed. But like if I was gonna task, that would be the funnest part. The most precision. You can like get the fake precision. Artificial precision, that's it. Of a task. And like do superhuman movement. Huh. I don't know why that's red. Working on this is so hard. Oh my gaming. Wait, I actually hit that platform? I did not expect to hit that. Nice. Oh. Damn. Hip, hip, hip. Oh, that was too far. I freaking love this game. Why is that farther? Like my goal for this is to have calculated leaderboards. What does that mean? So like I would have a replay file. Oops. That loads up the map and has a log of all of the game inputs, all of the simulation inputs So it would be like move forward, move left, move mouse to X coordinate 356147. And then running those inputs would recreate the movement. I've actually already implemented this. I just want to beat the map though. And so it recreates the movement, and then the recreated run completes the map, and you can look at the time and be like, oh, they got 8 minutes and 47 seconds. So instead of it being like it stores the time you got, and that's like the database, it stores your entire run. Oh, that is bugged. And then if there's a map update, then it can load in the new version of the map. Yay, you beat the map. All right, watch this, watch this. Bot, hands off. So this is what I did like 15 minutes ago. It's been recording it the whole time. But the cool part is that it was recording the inputs. So I'm like pressing keys and moving mouse, not the outputs of like move here, now move here, now move here. It's actually re-simulating, and it can actually desynchronize if it simulates in a non-deterministic way, where like the first time I was actually playing, right? But this time it's just rerunning the keys I pressed. And so far, all of the key presses make sense because the simulation is deterministic, and it's able to run in the exact same way. But if there's a discrepancy, it'll start to diverge, and it'll look like the inputs don't make sense anymore. I'll be like jumping into a hole constantly, or like jumping into a wall, because the inputs were created under a different context where something else happened. Let's see if it finishes the map, beats the map. Do I have like speed up? Oh my god, I made controls to speed it up and this stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god, it doesn't like speeding up. It's so heavy on CPU. I'm running like really, really precise calculations for the physics because I think it'd be fun. Because I think it's fun. Is this too fast though? I think it was one step too fast. Yeah, so basically you would submit this file and it would save this file. What was I doing? And then when there's a map update or even a physics update, it would rerun, and I could like patch a physics bug And then all of the times that we're exploiting that bug, what am I doing? I'm probably yapping. All the times that we're exploiting that physics bug uh, would no longer be able to exploit the physics bug because it's patched in the new physics version and it's just rerunning all of the inputs. So if you were like clipping through a wall or something, you would no longer clip through the wall, and then your time would disappear from the leaderboard because it doesn't count anymore in the new version of the physics, or in the new version of the map where there's the skip is blocked, which it would probably be more common. But that there's also problems with that because the physics is so sensitive to non-determinism, or even just changes. Even between two distinct deterministic physics simulations, the implementation details can result in a distinct but still deterministic within its own simulation value. So like imagine in one simulation the jump height is like 5, but then another one the jump height is 6, and both of them are deterministic. Like your jump height is always 5, it's always 6, but they're not the same. So when you rerun the inputs on one, you'll get a different result than on the other. So that's kind of like what would happen if I patched a physics bug and it affected the like fabric of reality that I'm creating in that way, where it's like off by 1 unit now compared to what it was before, because I fixed it. It was wrong before, but now it's fixed, but it's different. Look at the bug. Determinism at its finest. This is pretty amazing. I know that there is one. Oh, actually, would that fix it? Maybe it's based on the map file. Anyways, yeah, so updating the physics would be very delicate. I would definitely need to like attach which map version and which physics version your time was recorded with. And when you're watching a replay, load that map version and that physics version. So I need to have a way to run multiple versions of the physics within the same game client for replays. Interesting. Also, multiple versions of the map. Still doable. Like, these are the interesting details, implementation details that I want to get to, and like work out the best way to make this game. But I'm stuck on the physics. I'm just falling through the ground. This was a juiced moment. Juicer. And I gave up. Like the fact that you need to have multiple physics versions loaded for each bot is cool. I'm curious how I'm gonna multiplex them. Dynamic dispatch? I just don't want dynamic dispatch. Oh. Oh, so what I'm thinking of is the same as dynamic dispatch. Ah, okay. Hmm. So interesting. There's so many interesting problems that's kind of the reason why I'm so interested in making this game. But reaching those interesting problems, getting through the mud, the sludge, the physics sludge, making a physics system where you don't fall through the ground. This is like why I was so surprised how robust the Roblox physics was. Oh yeah, there's that thing I can do. I was so surprised how robust the Roblox physics was when I was rewriting it in 2022. Well, 2021 through 2022. Wow, it reached the end. Wow. Incredible. I can actually save this file. Finish writing bot file. It's so fast. Cool. So I wrote out a file. ls replays. So that's going to be like one of the longer ones here. Details. January, November. Oh, yeah. Okay. How big is it? 18 megabytes. It's kind of big. There's a lot of redundant. There's a lot of information that there's a lot of ways I could make it smaller. Like I haven't done like difference encoding. It said 620 when you finished. This is the complete recording length. It said 620 when you finish. Real? Did I do multiple runs? Did you save the run and you watching it? Oh, yes, I did. That's right. Yeah. There is. Yeah. So it's probably just the run. Either there's a bunch of like events at the end that are all like do nothing, do nothing, do nothing for like 10 minutes. Or it just like compares the time. Is it the simulation time? I actually don't know. Let's take a look. Okay, what do I need to do today? Minimum difference. I need to translate this algorithm to Rust. All right, guys. Time to translate the algorithm. But before I do that, I want to look at the bot file writing, which is in session. Session is like the gameplay session. So you can like both of these session and physics are both deterministic simulations. If you run the session, you produce the bot file. If you run the bot file, you just see the run playback. So like imagine if the player is like pausing their game, going for a break, getting a drink, and coming back. That's all reflected in the session replay. It'll have like a pause game event and an unpause game event and like that kind of thing. But that's not reflected in the physics. The physics just sees 0 seconds go by because it was paused. So it's like a layer. And I should be able to have replay files for both of them. I think this is very interesting from a moderation perspective, where like if someone gets a new world record and it's amazing, their sessions from the past month could be uploaded and viewable to moderators, and the moderators could go look and go, yeah, no, they really were practicing for a whole month, making attempts. Look at all these previous attempts. This, and then this is the final run. It produces the exact same file. Or they go like, wow, they cheated. There's no evidence that they got this run. This is completely tasked, right? And like, the task tools would be in the session layer. So like, if you're tasking the run and you're like repeatedly trying to like hit the route, that you would see that in the session playback. You would see them trying again and again and again. But then once it made the bot file, you only see the final run for the task. So if that's like well integrated and like you can see the replays for a month or whatever, then I think that's a very useful moderation tool. It's even a step above all previous attempts and seeing that the completions. So like I'm thinking of Trackmania, where the moderators will look at the previous attempts and they can see the run in its entirety, but they can't see the session, the gameplay session. But in this game, I can think about it from the beginning and be able to record and replay the entire session. Intricate implementation details. I got lost. Session playback instruction. Holy moly. So this is like controlling the bot playback. This is the actual machinery to control the bot playback. What is this? Replay. This is a replay. You have an active simulation that's resimulating the recording with the list of instructions. And then this is the like read head. Advance. Time limit. So while there is another instruction and the instruction time is less than the current time, it like runs a bunch of instructions to catch up to the current frame that your monitor is on, or something, the current time. So it's like just sort of catches up to real time. INS clone. Boop. Set time. Very cool. So it can loop over and then continue towards the time limit. What am I looking for? You're right, I'm looking for the actual export. Should be right here. Yeah, there it is. File name, format, ins.time. Who is this? INS. Timed instruction, process instruction. Okay, so this is session. This is a session instruction. So it's basing the bot off of the session instruction time. So when you tap the button to save a bot, it bases the bot file name off of that timestamp of when you press that button. Cool. Instead of like within the file. Really the file should be called like the current date and map name and like probably your completion time or something. But this is good enough for now. I just needed something to make the file names distinct. Wow. So it spawns a thread to write the file because I don't want to like buff writer. What did I say? It spawns a new thread because I don't want to lag the game when you save the bot. But it just happens in like 0.005 seconds anyways. Unwrap, unwrap, unwrap. IO. IO. Bin writer. Okay. Convert this. Yes. All right. Go gadget. AI. Definitely. Convert this to Rust. So let's look at my previous work. Oh. Physics. Push solve. So this is an algorithm based on Lua code. I guess I should start it like that as well. Minimum difference, RS. This is an algorithm based on Lua code written by the man himself. Oh my god, bro. So I can go like this. Shh. Epsilon. Did I not need an epsilon? Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't use an epsilon. Oh, I did use an epsilon. Boo. Bro is thinking. Oh, yeah, it's like the Lua has some stuff, some freaky design decisions because it's Lua and it needs to do that. All right, so it has that. Control P, push solve. Oh, what is it called? Is it called inscribed center? All right, let's see how much context it takes. I'm just gonna make a new one. Convert the minimum difference algorithm to Rust. Also provided is an example of converting. Does it actually say inscribed center anywhere? Push solve to Rust. All right. Boom. And then inscribed center. Boom. Oh. Okay, hold on. Minimum difference. Boom. Inscribed center. Boom. Push solve. Boom. All right. Good luck, AI. I'm just gonna look at this while that one's going. Let's see. GJK. Let's go. It recognizes that. That's crazy. Trey didn't know about GJK. Why is it making a trait? Bruh. How much context is it? No, it's not full context. All right. Below is a straightforward module. Right. Huh. I don't really want to mimic the public API. I want a determined mesh rather than a mesh query that's opaque. Right. Mute. What? Yeah. Unwrap city. So I was able to rewrite this algorithm such that there's no unwraps, and it like always it has like infallible function signatures where appropriate. So like the main loop is small, tidy, and uses like Rust semantics, optional types. And then the actual function signature itself is infallible. amazing. Yo. So probably what I want to do is take this function, smash it in, and like kind of mess around. And like assume a bunch of functions exist and then sort of like, what is it, mark and sweep like a garbage collector where like I just implement the functions that are required. Because like you can see in this that there's some functions that don't exist. There's one. There's one function. It's cool. AI is really cool, but I don't think it's gonna be much help. I should probably take it down so I don't run out of RAM. Okay, I actually have to do this. Yar. B E A B C D E F G A. LM and a P. Why did I put it up there? Yeah. So this is like exactly what I need to set up the algorithm. If it's slow, I can do caching within the physics because you aren't really expected to teleport very often. So like if you move from here to here, the current state of all of the things that are nearby, the like face tracing, face crawling, that's continuous. You can just like do a little bit more crawl every time you move and just like store the state rather than recalculating it. Like I do need to recalculate it when you teleport for sure and when you spawn. But can I like, you can't like make a new one. Damn. I think I'm gonna, oops. Open it totally on a new window. Okay, not full screen, bud. Minimum difference. So we start here with the main algorithm. The main function signature. All right. Yarg. So I am going to not have a radius. Um, hmm. Which makes the algorithm faster, says Trey, by a lot to have a small radius. But that's just because it's on like floating point and like you can have spheres and stuff. Yarg. Okay, so minimum difference. Are we gonna go mesh query? I'll probably go with freaking transformed mesh. So we'll have mesh 0, mesh 1. PQ. P is transformed mesh. And Q is also transformed mesh. And that implements the mesh query trait. Yes. So I could generalize this to arbitrary mesh queries potentially. Well, no, because I need the farthest vert, the fart algorithm. Okay, so the function signature doesn't say what it returns. But we can just look at the return values. So this is the distance, and then here is the why don't I make it a data structure? Yarg. Yeah, so the true false, I can just wrap it in optional. So then this is distance. What is that? Whatever. And then help. What is this? This is the pause. P norm. Q pause. Q norm. So that's like the return value of the function. Option bow. Why am I putting spaces like a chump? Okay, return nil end. Return none. No, I guess I can just say none. XD. Okay. Watch this. I guess I can do that with all of this as well. Oop. End. We don't need end. So this is gonna have to be public as well. All right, it's time to make a branch. Min diff. Initial comment. Whip, I guess you could say. Hi, Quad. I did not read out that message. Hi, hey, swag. Yarg. Exit radius. So the difference between this and this algorithm that already exists is that I have a concrete mesh, whereas this algorithm has a mesh query function. It doesn't know if you have a continuous surface that's convex or if you have some mesh with vertices that's convex. All the function does is return the farthest point in a direction or the center point, a point within the mesh. So this, if you provide the argument as nil, returns some kind of point inside the surface. And then this returns the farthest point along the provided axis. And then like this is in the other direction. What's the farthest point along the axis on the other mesh? That's it. That's how this algorithm works. It uses this query function to define the meshes. Your mesh is a function. But I have concrete meshes that have vertices and coolness. So I should be able to like sort of walk the mesh rather than it's not too big, but there's a lot of dependencies. Doing the actual work. I have done this before. It turned out really well, and it pretty much just worked. Yeah. Insane. So these are all like mutable variables. I guess I'll do some stuff. I'll say like loop for du int. So instead of having local variables, I had an array vec, which is a stack allocated fixed capacity array, but with a variable number of contained elements. So the idea is that it's very fast, but it can like also grow and shrink within the capacity. And that worked fantastically. It really like pulled a lot of stuff through the algorithms. The algorithm had indices. It was working with like indices and stuff, and I completely removed that and only worked with references. So it was a good strategy. I'm not seeing indices here. Yarg. Yar. Direction. How does it even think of a new direction? So you're like, all right, I'll be right back. I have a problem with my nose. All patched up. It almost fell off. A and B and C and D. Okay, let's look at this function. Please help. Please. Thank you. Okay, this function is called get relative simplex. Okay. So this depends on this. What the tarnation? Okay. You can see the similarities. How it like forks out into all these functions that depend on all these other functions. It's not that bad, honestly. Oops, I moved the wrong one. Okay, so this comes from this. I could do that with a map. I could like array vec map. Yarg. Why is it decomposing with 0? Where? P. Does it use it with non-zero? Zero, zero. No. So it's always used with 0. Buh. Arg. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Contact. So I'm not dealing with contacts here. I'm dealing with points. Yarg. I believe it's always a reference to a point as well. Which would be interesting. What is that, 12 bytes? No, that's 24 bytes, right? This guy. No drop. Unlucky. So this is 64 bits, 8 bytes times 3, 24. That's so annoying. I want to see the size of the struct. So I think what I'm going to do is like put those into a slice or a array vec. And then the other ones right here will be in a separate array vec. So they're like grouped together and stuff, you know, you hear? Yarg. Bruh, what happened? Oh, loop never ends. Whatever, man. I really wish that it didn't underline giant code blocks. It never underlined things across multiple lines. Like if it's gonna do that, it should do like a green thing over here. And not obstruct all of my code. Yarg. Yarg. Sad pirate noises. So, um, okay. So it's like, okay, so this is like, we do not care about the stuff. We just don't want to know if it's intersecting or not, which I will definitely use that, but I want to like think carefully about it and not have like an if statement in every loop iteration. I'll have a specialized function that tests just for intersection without doing the work of figuring out the actual nearest points. This is going to take a while because this algorithm is built for floating point and like sort of anonymous meshes. But what I need is specifics. I need specifically which face is the closest point, or specifically which edge or vertex, face edge vertex, fev. I don't actually need the position here. Yarg. Oh. Starting is hard. How would I do that? So I could return an object containing state that could be further expanded. Oh, yeah. So instead of returning these values directly, I would return sort of this stuff that can be calculated into that stuff. That's GG. So this, that's it. That's it. That's how you do it. Um, query P, query Q. So it needs those meshes. So I'm going to need the lifetimes. No spaces, man. This is my code. So it'll be like this. Um, uh, um, uh, it's not an intersection though. It's like a calculation that can be completed. Yeah. And then I can actually do the full position normal. Result. Intersection result. No, it's a minimum. So this one is probably called the minimum difference. And this was called the surface actuals. I don't know. The numbers. I don't care. I'm just like storyboarding right now. So then we would have a P and Q minimum difference function numbers self numbers, and then there'd be some stuff in here. If norm, then return nil. So it thinks there's an intersection, but then it can fail? Oh. So we're going to say what happened? Okay. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Let really? Get relative simplex. So reduce simplex. D0. So it just always I could totally just work with slices. No, never mind. No, it has to live on the stack. So this is this. Hold on, decompose. That's the same as here, but why do you need the expand? It's weird how there's an if statement and then um okay, I'm not buying it. Okay, so where does this come from? Point nothing, right? Reduce simplex. Oh, I see. Okay. So this is how you begin it, I do believe. So we're throwing out these. It's like rotating the things. It's a similar strategy to the push solve. So like in the push solve here at the bottom, I rotate the values, which like just moves them along and deletes the one at the end, and then it inserts a new one at the beginning. This actually uses it actually goes like this, but it's okay. Yarg. Yeah, push front is really what I want. I think this is a moot point here, and it's only useful for like this, because this is only checking the length, the number of dingus in your dongus, which is mainly from here. Reduce simplex. Wouldn't that just always be number 0? Okay, I am seeing similarities. So like 0 point. But then this is the general case where it's like selecting which function to call. But this one is sort of the startup case, the initializing case, and it's infallible to begin the algorithm. And I can sort of do the same thing here. I can say something. So maybe so is this called? Reduce simplex 0. Choose any direction. So I think this loads up these and this. And so only A will be populated here. But nothing else really cares except this. A. New point minus A. What is new point? New point is the difference. I'm going to dock this. Intermediate data structure containing a partially complete calculation. Sometimes you only care if the meshes are intersecting. And not the exact details. Point of intersection. Yeah. Problem is, this one is different. So I need to figure that out. I'm having a hard time with the ABC. I think I should omit this entirely and change this function to take the difference itself, because nothing else is using that. Squeak. I could even expand this dot product. Is that a good idea? I don't know. So it's interesting. Variable variadic arguments can be used like this to where you're like um, uh, uh, moving around values, and it seems useful, but I think that this is sort of a far away mindset from the actual algorithm that you have to realize and like reach for within the context of variadic arguments. And so this is a variadic mindset, a scripting mindset. And what I'm looking for is an array mindset where we have concrete data structures that can actually do the real job that this is mimicking. But I don't know what that is yet. I don't know what the real job is. Because variadics are very flexible. They can mimic a lot of different functionality in a confusing way. It's really not that confusing when you're writing it. I have written algorithms that do this before. You're like, oh, I could just insert it into the variadic, and then it would bump off the other ones, and then so I'm also wondering if I should pair them up like it's paired up here, where I'm returning pairs of points. And that's like the format. So it's transposed. So instead of having two lists that are always the same length, you would have a list of lists, a list of pairs of points. So yeah, so really ab's dead. The only thing that's using that is this. This is the only thing using A, B, and C. Oh look, it's A. And D is totally ignored from the looks of it. I'm gonna scroll down and check. Help D. Yeah. Okay. Sailing. There's work to do. There's work to do. I gotta strafe client work. Work. Yarg. Ugh. Does this have the... I guess I could just yoink the transform position.
It's so tough. Uh, So if it was all in that format, how is there anything else that's like subtracting like that? Does decompose do that? Yes, it literally just does that. Funny. Hmm. 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 I need to write more code. Things will become more clear as I write code. There's really not a whole lot going on in this main function here, which is nice. Let's see if I can find a name for this. Whatever. Let. So I think this is an array vec. Help. Of references to pvec3, but also not maybe. Um, uh, like really, it's 24 bytes. It actually just doesn't matter. And this is not like this. What is this? I'm gonna call it PQ. I think struct PQ P honky Q zoinky. And this is not contacts. This is what did he say? Reduce simplex. We got him. So S simplex equals to reduce simplex um, yarg. So it's like this. Simplex equals to, why am I putting spaces like a chump? Simplex reduce. I don't know. Maybe that makes sense. Uh, from iter PQ P point P. I'm going to call this new point P, new point Q. New point Q. Something like that. Is it like that? Not especially. New point ER. Reduce. Am I like doing it at the end here? Yeah, okay, I'm doing this at the end. So, in this one, it's like doing this at the beginning. I think I can do that at the end. Have the general case at the end. And the simple initial case above the loop, which is how I did it before as well. Okay. Then this is not real. So we can say if why don't I actually just call it simplex? I'm going to be mutable. If simplex dot len, I'll just go len, equals 4, then build one of these suckers. Let's go! I actually want that code back. Hold on. Before I do anything here, I'm going to say this. I thought that might happen. Okay. So I want this. Yarg. Why do we need these? Yeah. Who did this? What is this? Who did this? Direction? What is direction? Get out of here. Direction. Yarg. Yarg. So it's like crawling the surface without knowing the topology, but I actually know the topology and I want to crawl the topology. So I'm going to need to like figure out what the hell is going on the actual surface and use that instead of yarg. Instead of just like going, oh, Trey, oh, let's go. Let's explore in this direction. Okay. Yarg.
Yar. Okay, let's let boom equals boom. P get fart. How do you fart? Who did this? This is it. Mesh 0, transformed mesh, farthest vert. It's literally fart. Oh, it's not public. Okay, who did this? Initial access. So, basically the thing is supposed to be real. So, initial access equals to p dot transform. Oh my god, bro. I need a point inside the mesh. There is a point and it exists inside the mesh. Give it to me. Some point. A point inside the mesh. It's like a hint point. It's Q minus P. Q hint point minus P hint point. And then positive, negative, yarg. And then now we have points. We go gaming. What is this? Linear ops submesh vert ID. Oh. Topology. So this is the topological vertex. But then this is expecting the actual vertex position. I need both. Yo, imagine if I could use a freaking Minkowski sum. And like it just like gets simpler if I like pair up the vertices with a Minkowski vertex and stuff. That might actually happen. That'd be insane. What do you mean 1? Q. All right, hint point is not real. Very not real. So we need hint point. Yarg. Yarg. And all it is transform vertex yarg. This must return a point inside the mesh. I can actually put this on to mesh query. Yarg. Yarg. Physics mesh view. No way. Don't be doing like that. Self dot data dot. Oh snap. Uh-oh. Hold up. No. Actually, straight up 0. Oh, I need vec3. 0. Straight up 0. Invariant meshes always encompass the origin, which is not really described anywhere. Haha, it's just in my head. Haha. You just gotta know it. Yeah. Hint point. DN, haha. Okay. Hint point. Weird. Okay. There it is. Give me that. Yar. Yes. And then because, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. And then the Mike Wazowski, watch this. It still works. We go self dot 1 yarg. 1 minus, it's literally 1 minus 0. I do believe. It's always 1 minus 0. Why would I do it any other way? It's 1 minus 0. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, I actually need a difference, don't I? Because there's the mesh, and then there's the like relative positions thing. Yarg. We can say mesh query hint point. Returns a point inside of the mesh. Any point inside the mesh. Oops, I included something else in there. Okay, now we get the fart. Okay, real. Hello. Mesh query. Yeah, bud. That's right. Mesh query that up. Mesh query it up. Mesh query. You got it. Mesh query. Let's gabba go. Uh-oh. Oh. It should be fine. If I'm not mistaken. I can just PQ it like that. Should be fine. Expected details. Yeah, shut up. Only used once. Very real. Absolutely 100% real. Okay, who are you? Right. Right. Get that semicolon going. So this is once again going farthest vert. But that's a O of n calculation. I only need nearby verts, which is O of 1. Monkey Chop is an insane song. Why is there silence? Oh, hold up. There's no such thing. We don't actually really want to do this. I'm gonna implement it in Scoobert Dubert before submesh vert ID, I believe, is what's going on. Oh, and this is direction. Who has direction? Nobody has direction. Okay, so direction is here. We could even say this is no 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 no. Yeah. So so we say direction simplex is equal to reduce simplex, and that is how it workings. This is how it works. Direction dot magnitude. Okay, so that's for normalization. That's like, yeah, unit. Okay. Insane song. False. If direction dot new point dot point negative greater than 0, all the radiuses are 0. So we can just say is negative. Oh, wait. So returns a v. V iter sum. Something like that. Is negative. So if the negative square root is greater than 0, then it's negative. Return none. What do you want? Unreachable expression. Is it gonna troll me again? Yeah, okay. You're trolling me, man. Oh, true, actually. No, it's actually not trolling me because I don't have a for loop. I have an unbeatable loop. Okay, so yeah, it'd be nice if it didn't troll me so hard with the underlines because that's all I can think about. I couldn't actually interpret the real message it was trying to tell me because it was so loud. All right, good. This is literally Minkowski, like just actually. It's literally just a Minkowski vert. Is this allowed? Okay, use. Type situation. Okay. Um. Do I do that? No. I just say it's one lifetime. Oh, and it owns this thing. Interesting. How big is the struct? 48. It's a little bit weird because like I have lifetimes in some places. Physics mesh transform. It's a reference to the transform. Goofy. And the mesh view is a bunch of references. I unsure. I don't think there's any methods on this. Oops. Org. Um. So how it's literally just this, like rotate, push front. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't want to dig into Minkowski too hard, but I think it's essentially Minkowski. For I gotta deal with this. What the hell is that? ABC? Yeah. Abs that. WVU. Okay, so this is expecting a freaking slice. Uh, decompose. What? Why do I need expand? What is expand? It's a big old function here. It's only used in one place. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a huge function. It's only used in one place. So this one is like a little bit more chill. How in the tarnation am I supposed to do this? I'm just gonna go with an enum. I'm gonna say enum. Uh, or I guess if both of them need it. Um, enum expanded, expanded, unexpanded, something like that, and then like this is return. Yeah, so now we do match. So this is the unexpanded variant. Okay. Shut up, man. Oh, I hate this. Um, wait. Oh no, it still does return. What? So it can say true and then false. That ain't good. Arr. It doesn't do any more iterations. I think I'll put this right here. Okay. Just relax with the underscores, okay? Relax with the underlines. Uh, I'm getting a headache. It's not as clean as the other algorithm. This one was super clean. There was no like weird cases like this where like you go into this if statement, it's like comparing against an epsilon, and then it says hits equals true, return hits, but then you can have this return false, even though it just would have returned true. So another thing about this is that it's like pre-transformed, but I'm not using pre-transformed meshes. I'm using the absolute position meshes and then a relative offset. I Oh. Did anyone send me some lovely messages? No. Roblox Smash, eh? What? Uh, Probably this will just be simplex dot reduce. This is gonna take some work to like figure through the weirdness. This would have actually been a good thing to do on vacation with Trey, the original algorithm creator. But we were working on other stuff, so. Yarg. I'm kind of done. Oh, this song is really cool. Do I have it in my like saved? I'm gonna put it in. It is goddamn November. Oh. If I run a benchmark, what do you think? Oh, this is the cool changes. Oh, I was gonna bench the safe rest versus the unsafe rest. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I think I'm thinking of a different song. RDD. Oh, that's the video decode. Yeah. Uh, is it not the video decode? Oh, is Firefox just messed up? Hmm. RDD proc. What else can I do? Right, there's also the body bots with the this is wrong. That's the real thing. I want to benchmark this. I want to see if it's like percent slower when it's safe rust. Because if it's fine, then like maybe it's actually a good change to propose. It should not be faster. That is not even relevant because it's only changing the deserializer, and that's a serialized benchmark. All right, so it says 1% slower.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. Yeah, I misjudged which song this was. Wait, why is it faster? Baseline is pretty good, but it just makes me want to listen to the other song that sounds similar. Okay, so it's like negligible performance to use unsafe there. Potentially. We haven't seen the full deserialized benchmark yet. It did build, right? Yeah. I wonder if my work ethic is proportional to the amount of coffee I drink. Maybe I should just try that one day and just go like, I'm going to drink 12 cups of coffee in a day and just see if I can, if I will just work an insane amount and then just like forgo health. All right. So it just is okay. Okay. Gabagoo. So this actually can go directly into the trait because it's based on the other function. Uh, all right. Goob job. Read array. Is that real? Oh, this is the old one. Oh boy. Read array. Tweak code and add doc. Okay, where's the read slice? Hell. It's not there. There it is. Improve doc wording. Simplify remaining data. Okay. There it is. So I want these comments. Hopefully I can just rebase and it'll just work, but I have big doubts. Rebase. Yeah, no, it's just not going to work. Um, so I'm gonna do new branch and then cherry pick, and it's gonna be kind of tough. A little bit tough. So we're following the purple line to simplify remaining data. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, mega unsafe. We love mega unsafe. And then cool changes, bing bong, cherry pick. And it should just work. Okay. All right, let's see the diff. Read slice 0 copy. So this one is sort of fine. And then these are awesome. And then this one is like, what? But like kind of whatever. I mean, it's not that bad. All right, did I miss any foom? Any clippy? Any tests? Should just work. Yay. Very, very, very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna put that up and put this one to death. Okay. To death, bro. So what is this? Read array. I see. This thing, the old one, the new one includes all the old one changes. It's just built on different branch. We'll see about that. Write 2 is cool as well. We don't need unsafe. Yeah. Read slice 0 copy alt. I'm keeping this around just in case I made a mistake. Right. So this is interleaved. Was this just extra stuff I had? Do I have a Can I like search which branch it was? Oh, it was this one? Yeah, okay. That's right. That's right. That's right. So this was separate. But I combined it
God, I'm so interested in this module, man. I can't get it out of my head. I want to work on the. Okay, you're loud. Shh. I want to work on the Strafe client. I want to make the physics work, but this Roblox module is so interesting. There's so many problems that are bubbled to the top and ready to attack and like take a bite out of. It's what I want from the Strafe client. I want to have these problems that are ready to solve, but it's buried beneath the physics falling through the ground. You just fall into the ground constantly. Probably what I can do is like ignore it. Ignore the physics bugs and just like build out the infrastructure and build what I actually want to build and just sort of like evolve more slowly. Like I plan to have systems to be able to run different physics versions and like see old stuff, but I just can't get there because in my head I have to solve the physics problems first. But it's not necessarily true. You can still save runs even when it's possible to cheat. Like it's just when the physics is bugged. Like it's still I can still go do that. But I think I'll stick to my guns and I'll keep trying every day until 2026. I'll try for a month and a half to fix the physics. And then I'll let it go if I can't do it quickly. And hopefully do it slowly. Over the course of years and years. Yarg. I wonder if the question mark, if the compiler can see through that. It can see the array length is the same as the slice length, or if it just matters so little that it's checking the size. Because like this length should guarantee that this is a successful conversion. You know, I want to see this. Let's see. So I want to find try into slice for array. Oh god. Try into. It'll be in slice, right? Core slice. Hell. Or it'll be it's too organized, man. Where's all the goddamn modules? Array. Oh, it's right here. I found it.
It's using a nested try from. Result copied. Oh, is there another one just right below? Mutt. Interesting. Okay. Slice as array. Wait a minute. Is that a real function? Unstable feature. Okay, bud. Cast array. Is this unsafe? Good. Unstable. 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 Okay, so this is like literally the code that I wrote, right? I did as pointer cast. You saw me write this yesterday. This is exactly the code that I did. So I'm kind of super genius. Wait, did I do less than or equal to? Anyways, amazing. This is like exactly the code that I wrote, and this is in the standard library. So, puggers, very cool. So when you call try into unwrap, it's doing the same conversion but checked, but maybe it can omit the check, maybe it can't. It doesn't seem to matter. Or maybe it does matter and it does actually omit the check. But like this is easier to read. And holy smokes, love it. Yeah. Insane. Love it. Yeah, so this is an extension to the other pull request. Cool changes. Like it. Okay. Now what? I so want to just work on the Roblox stuff here, which I already am, but harder. I want to work harder. Love this. Very epic. I think it's clean. I think it's clean. I don't know about you, but I think it's clean. Yarg. This change is getting the attention it deserves, where it's actually making things faster. This guy didn't believe it. He's like, ain't no way. I had a really bad introduction to making changes on this library where just didn't do a very good job. The first things that I did were like, this is just insane. No one even commented on it. It was just a bad idea. And this is also a bad idea. And then I have this thing that was a bad idea. Well, kind of. We aren't gonna do this noise, which is fair. That's the review I'm looking for. So I was like, just kind of, oh yeah, and this one, it's like, oh yeah, let me just change 1,000 lines of code and make everything worse. Because I don't like this one dependency. Yeah, my introduction was on bad terms with bad pull requests. But recently, my features are merged. Merge. So hopefully I can turn around the badness and just like have fun and can contribute good changes. We'd be stupid to not do this. Probably you want to review it pretty hard before you merge it. Because it's pretty twisted. Couldn't do yesterday's glory. Repeat the glory from yesterday today. The first 2 days, Monday and Wednesday, of coming back to streaming and working were like really good. Productive, progress, finding bugs, fixing bugs. But that was mostly because of Aiden. Aiden didn't show up today. So I was kind of like flailed around and worked on something important, which is the distance between two convex meshes algorithm, porting that algorithm to Rust. That is a direct solution to a lot of bugs. But I mean, I didn't finish it. It's mentally draining. Just like all of the physics bugs. Falling through the floor is just so demotivating when making a physics engine. Wow, I fell through the floor again in a different way than last time. It's a different bug, same result. But that's kind of like the bug with a physics engine, is like
if it doesn't work right, you fall through the floor, and that's makes sense. But finding each problem, that every single one of them is insanely complicated. We did actually fix one yesterday though, which is amazing. Unfortunately, I don't get to close any of the issues because I don't even get to cross out one of these, because like each individual bug is caused by multiple individual mistakes in the code. And we fixed one mistake, but it doesn't fix any bugs in the end. Well, it actually, I did get to remove a workaround, but it's not reflected in any of these issues documenting the bugs themselves. Yarg. Right. So I think it's mostly the algorithmic setup, which is I'm directly attacking that problem. I directly made progress towards that today. Even though I have nothing to show for it, I directly attacked the main problem. So it's not a failure. Just because I don't have anything to show for it doesn't mean it's a failure. It doesn't mean I'm a failure. I haven't thought about surf in months. Surf is straight up broken. Straight up, you just fall through the surfs if you try to surf on something and you move the mouse. Why don't I demonstrate? That'll be fun. Utopia. I haven't opened this map in a long time because it's just broken. So if you go like this, it works. If I don't move the mouse, it's like whee. But if I move the mouse, it like removes the contact from the contacts list and you fall through it because you're no longer touching it. There it is. So you just can't surf. If you try to just surf, it's like, yeah. There's an older version of the game that has like workarounds in place, which is this one, Strafe Client Demo from 10 months ago. It's still 10 months. There's been a lot of changes since then, but like mostly incremental progress in terms of the physics. A lot of the changes are like incremental, I guess, in various systems. It's largely the same. Probably it's has a different determinism characteristic. The determinism characteristics are different. Actually, Aiden caught and fixed a source of non-determinism in the BVH structure generation, which bravo! I didn't know that was there. All sources of non-determinism must be found, and I do have a way to do that. Happy man. I can do it. A month and a half is a lot of time, and I make incremental progress every day. I'm working on it. I do hope that I can do, I can make it so that you generally don't fall through the ground or fall through physics by the end of the year. That's my goal. And then everything else can build on top of that. I had to face my fears, go through the hard part. And that's right now. Okay, I'm going to end the stream. What is it, Thursday? I'll do another stream tomorrow. Attack the problem head on. Probably work on the same thing. Maybe I'll dabble with the bot stuff or some more Roblox DOM decoder library stuff, which I love so much. It's really hard not to think about that, and like I have to focus when I log in, when I start streaming, to not work on that, to work on the Strafe client, because like pretty much the first thing I work on, I'll feel done once I work on that. And if that's like fixing one line of code in Roblox DOM, I'm done already. And that happened today, but I was able to like get around it. All right. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. I can do it.